old paint, probably lead paint. And I can't get into the corners very well, so I may have to. Well, I'm gonna go back over everything with a small, like vibrating rotary sander, one of those little palm sanders to get, some of the tighter corners. But sorry for the sniffles. It's pretty cold out. Somebody's warming their ass. Hey, buddy. All right. So, yeah, it's mid-November now, so it's pretty cold out. Mostly at night. Daytime is pretty sunny though. So, anyway, so I couldn't get my thing in there. It's gonna be a problem if the flashing is up along here, and if it doesn't stick all the way up, then there's like a hole from here that go down to the inside of the window. So I may have to do some putty or something, to fill it in. The rest of it, I can't get out. This caulking or whatever they put in there, it's just tough as nails. It's harder than the wood. Trying to sand it down. I'm using this guy. Oh, hi. Hey, bud. He's extra affectionate this morning. And, yeah, smelly. So on this, you can see I put this thing on, you can see on the edges, it moves the paint, but then it like cooks it or something, and it hardens up into this layer that keeps me from being able to use the red part is the grain, that's supposed to be, chipping away at the wood. But then I get this putty paint amalgamation of, whatever. It's like a hard surface. It won't sand the wood, and it won't sand the paint. So it just becomes impossible to use. So let's see with this stuff here. It becomes, you see it better in the sunshine? You can see it where I was using it for just like the edges and the corners, because we got this this guard here that was kind of keeping us from this part of it, so it couldn't really lay it flat very well. So I only started doing that the last couple of these. Seems to work pretty good, but then it just means that caked on stuff on the edges, gets further and further in to the surface, and then I can't do anything. So these came in a pack of 3, I think. Grinder sander conversion kit. Oh, that's not. Anyway, yeah. So I think if I buy some more, I may have to. Well, I'm gonna have to buy some more. So, but I'm gonna have to see if I can find some more rigid, harsh grain. This is the only window that I didn't do this weekend. It's so I didn't even pull out the blocker. Yeah, I can see where I've just like fought, and it's not even wood at that point. It's like a paint, but also, yeah, whatever. And it becomes really hard. So hopefully, the little hand sander, it'll be able to get, some of it. About the sunshine. I started, because the top is the most awkward, I started doing those first. Because that's the part where it has the best sanding, you know, so I can get it mostly done. And then, yeah. So I got, and then as it, you know, I get down here where I can hold it easier, the sander, the you know, the disc is all clammed and gummed up, you know, so yeah, so that's this last one. I had the hardest time on the upside because it's like it's like too low for me to squat, you know, and hold it, and it's you know, it's yeah, like, well, yeah, like too low to stand up straight, and then too high to scratch. Who cares? So anyway, I got this one. This is the one that it came off pretty easily. This is the first one I did this weekend, but this is the one that I had used paint thinner on, and just layers and layers of it, and it just kind of curled up, but it still was just such tough paint. It wasn't doing a good job of that, so sander was the next step. So, but you can still see it's not totally off. So anyway, that's as good as we're gonna get it for now, and then I'll order the windows, so the next time we come, we can, you know, finish sanding that last one, and hopefully if the windows are in, then we can put the windows on. It'll make a big difference. I hate, you know, screwing in these big buck you know, frame things that sort of plug it, and that's what this is. And so yeah, so I decided to try to do lifting just all at once with the these things squish everything. Everything crawls into the corners, and then when I pull it out, it squishes them. There's a whole lizard underneath it. Yesterday when I pulled this out, I pulled it out, and there's just a lizard freshly, you know, killed, because it was like blood and everything fresh, and I was like, what the heck? So it must have crawled in there, you know, getting away from pickles. And then it wasn't safe, so it's just nasty. I do like the smell of the wood, but yeah, it's mostly the smell of the paint, so it's not as good. Especially this stuff, you know, that glue putty stuff that they've put into the corners. It's yeah, it has a bad odor. So anyway, I'm gonna have to reseal once I get the windows on anyway. So it'll be a layer on top of that stuff. But at least for this stuff, it needs it bad. There's one that I'm concerned with over here. It's all the way across, and all the way. I have to put in some kind of epoxy resin something or other to you know, with like a syringe or something to get it into those little tiny corners, and get it to seal up. Otherwise that's how we get ants. So that too. See if I can get it high enough to see some of the
put lots of sealant, seal and goo and the plate gasket, whatever, pink stuff. But there's always little tiny things that I can't find later, and I squirt in, you know, the foam stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna put these window frames back in as plugs so that I can seal it up tight till the next time I get here. Found some dead mice, baby mice. I mean, they didn't even have hair yet. They were just little tiny, small as my pinky nail. So some mother just made a little thing and plopped them there and left them. You know, they dead, frozen, whatever. You know, so that's pleasant. Been tearing up my. Got some old shirts that I was making into rags, and you can see they're torn up all this stuff, and I've restacked this, but that was on. They had a little nest there, so there you go. I can see little tufts of cloth up here too, but I can't get up there with all the wood in the way. But I'm gonna get up there. I brushed out as much as I could with the brush, with the broom. So it's you know, but there's still some, you know, goods up there. I'm gonna have to really sweep it out and desanitize. It's always behind the wood. They, you know, because it's most protected. They make their little nest I don't even know about up here. Yeah, I've already started. That one is the worst. But bang it and chase them out and take it out. But when everything's sealed up, though, they can't really do much. So they can, you know. I found one tiny little spot over down there that they were kind of able to get in, but just filled it full of sticks for now. It's obvious that the broken cement was anybody in the way. Yeah, so put a bunch of sticks, they can't move that. So there you go. That's the, yeah, it's terrible. But anyway, I'm gonna get these closed up and everything locked up.